broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. Tim Wilmot here from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for our Workbooks Hangout session, our regular series of short Workbooks presentations, just focusing on different topics around workbooks. And this morning I'm going to go through how workbooks can manage duplicate records in your system. Now, this presentation will be about 10 minutes or so, quarter of an hour or so in duration. So it's just an overview really of how workbooks can manage duplicate records. It's not meant to be an in-depth training session. My company, Wizard Systems, offer many training options if you want to explore those with us. We can cover any aspect and any level of workbooks that you wish. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel. I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Probably best to type those in as you think of them rather than waiting till the very end. Also at the end, I'll be giving an update on any Workbooks product news we've got for you just to keep you in the loop. This call is being recorded, and after the presentation, you will get an email from our system, probably after a day or so, with a link to the recording that you can obviously play back and share with your colleagues. And we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. As I normally do, just a brief mention about ourselves. I know most people on the call are dealing with us for Workbooks CRM. So we specialize in CRM. That's all we do here at Wizard Systems. We're based near Bristol, UK. Workbooks is one of our main products in our portfolio. We've got a lot of experience in implementing CRM systems. We've probably implemented well over 3,000 systems in the last 25 years, and we offer any kind of service around workbooks that you want. I know some people want to do their own thing with workbooks, and there's lots of resources to help you, but we're here on hand to help you get the most out of workbooks as regards any implementation help and integrating it to other applications. Training, of course, I've mentioned already. That can be at your place, or you can come to us. We're based near Bristol. Or we can do it online if that's more convenient for you. And we've got a friendly, responsive telephone help desk service here as well, ready to answer your calls. Okay, so let's get into workbooks then and cover merging records. And if you do have duplicate records in your database, Workbooks has the ability to merge them together. Now, it will only work on a person, as we've got here, a person or organization record. You must also have the merge module enabled in your system, and the user must have the capability called merge duplicate records. The user must also have full permissions on the records that you're about to merge, because it's going to do something fundamental to these records in merging them and deleting those records. So therefore, we advise really that only a systems administrator be given this capability. If you're a one or two user implementation, then that'll be fairly straightforward. But on larger installations that we've got, where there can be 20, 30, 40 users, it's normal to appoint a systems administrator that manages the system, manages users, and they will allocate this capability if they see fit. So users with this merge capability will see the duplicate button or a merge button at the top of their record. And Workbooks detects duplicates using, well, on a person's record, it's the email address. On organization records, what it does is it removes common business suffixes at the end of the company name, like limited, LTD, for example. And then it does a starts with search. From the left-hand side, it's going to starts with search. So it's a slightly more sophisticated search than on a person's record. Anyway, so here we've got a person's record. A duplicate or duplicates have been detected. So I can click on that little button there, and it will show me the offending record. So here is another Alan Whitehead or Whithead record here, which I put in previously into my demonstration system. So there we are. I'm selecting that one as the obvious duplicate record. So the record I was on first is the primary record that we want to save. And the one or many records there, they're going to be merged to this primary record. I can also add in, if I want to, in the same process, add on other duplicate records. Maybe I think there's another Alan in the system, a third Alan, that needs to be merged in this process. So I could then do a search on them and add them into the mix. Anyway, so assuming all okay, I then click on this merge selected records. Now here we have, in this example, I'm just really working on 2 records, but if I had selected a third record, then I would see 3 columns of data. On the left-hand side, highlighted is the primary record that I want to keep. On the right-hand side, grayed out, are the fields relating to the record that will be removed, and stuff from it will be merged to the to be saved record, if you see what I mean. So I can now browse through just to do a final check of this record. For example, maybe I liked the job title or the job role on the to be deleted record. I could select that if I wanted to. So you've got some little choices like that to make. So you just scroll down there, make sure you've got all the correct fields selected, and then when happy, click next and merge the 2 records together. Final confirmation. Now this is an important point. There is no edit undo here. The record to be removed will go. It is possible that we can get Workbooks to bring back these deleted records, but it is a bit of a pain and it will be an extra cost to you. So you've got to be very sure, and this is why I say if you're a larger implementation, make sure there's a pecking order of users. Make sure this is only the systems administrator, a responsible Workbooks user that can carry out this operation. So anyway, click yes. Job done. That's it done. Quite simple. There's no further duplicate Alan Whiteheads in your system. So very straightforward process. Of course, you may have noticed when using Workbooks, when you're entering records, there is a duplicate search there. When you're importing records, there are some tips and tricks to prevent duplicate records coming into your system by mapping process. So there are some little tips and tricks that you can do to make sure your database glimpse. You don't want to have duplicate records. It can affect your productivity. It could affect reporting. It could affect marketing to those people. It just makes it more difficult to use. So Workbooks does a really good job in trying to keep everything clean, but you never know, some duplicate records may slip in. So that's the process there for merging records on a person or an organization record in Workbooks. Okay, so now I'd like to, as I normally do, open out for any questions you may have before I give you a quick update on the Workbooks side. So detect your question section, please. So question from Dom. Will it ever be made to merge activity records? I don't know, Dom. Obviously, there's lots of different record types in Workbooks, and I guess primarily we find duplicates may slip in around person records, but it could happen with an activity record. I don't know. I'll find out for you, and we will get back to you. Question from Emily. Okay, I'll check on that later on, Emily. Question from Reese. How do you remove the ability to do this? Well, you've got to, okay, the administrator has to go into the configuration and the user settings and remove that capability against that user. I don't think it's on there by default, so you might want to check that for any particular users you suspect. Leanne, what if there were activity records or notes on the duplicate record which is removed? Will they all be retained? Yes, they will. Yeah, anything attached. So if there were three activity records on the record to be removed, they will be added to the to be saved record. Rest assured, you're not going to lose anything. It's just the main contact information. That's the thing that's going to be merged in that. Hopefully, Emily, found you found the actual presentation display there. Hopefully that came through okay for you. Right, bring you up to date on Workbooks news. Now you might have noticed, if you're on the mailing list for Workbooks, there is a September 15th release coming up. Got a lot of exciting new features and functions in Workbooks. If I pop back to Workbooks and go to my start menu and come down to bulletins here, this is where you can see a big audit trail of all the previous releases. So yeah, we've got this 15th September release coming up. Loads of new things coming on. Copy document updates, Gator Mail updates. Gator Mail is the primary email marketing solution for Workbooks, tightly integrated with Workbooks, such that everything of every response from email campaign goes back into Workbook system. So fields reporting, updates, calendars, marketing campaigns, mobile. Going back to the first item on this, is copy document. It's got the ability now to be more. You've got more choices on what information is copied from one transaction document into another. So a transaction document is typically something like a quotation or an order. So for example, what you can do now, let's say you've done a quotation to a client and there were 6 line items on that quote. But typically when a customer orders something, they don't order everything that's on that quote. So you could say, right, I want to copy, in the interests of productivity, you copy the quote to an order, a sales order, to then fulfill it through your system, as long as you've got the business edition of Workbooks, of course, that allows you to do this. But you can say, right, well, I only want, those 3 line items copied from that quote to that sales order. So quite a few nifty little things like that that are now possible with that copy document update there. So look out for that. September the 15th, coming to your system. Okay, we also have a training course next week for introductory levels. So if you've got any new starters and you want to have them come off site and no distractions, and we'll take them through all the day-to-day aspects of using Workbooks. They'll be really super productive when they come back to you. So please contact us for details on that. I think it's next Wednesday. So that's the end of our Workbooks session today. Thank you very much for attending or watching if you're watching this as a recorded session or on YouTube. If you do want any more information about Workbooks or CRM systems, please contact us at Wizard Systems. My name is Tim Wilmot. There's our contact details. Thanks very much for watching. Catch up with you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.